Yo, what is up guys? It's me, Lee. I think it's been forever since I said that. But we are back with some more NBA news. I got a few things to talk about today with you guys, so let's just get right into it. Lego. It's been a while since the Carmelo Anthony trade has been back in the news. Things were pretty quiet on the whole Carmelo Anthony to the Houston Rockets front for the past couple of weeks. Until yesterday when reports came out saying that Carmelo Anthony's camp is cautiously optimistic that a trade to the Houston Rockets will be done by Monday. You heard that right, that Carmelo Anthony thinks he will be traded by Monday, which will be right when training camp starts, so there would be no better time for this to happen, so Carmelo Anthony can go to training camp with the rest of the guys on the Rockets, learn some of their plays, develop some chemistry before the season starts, get a head start on that. So it will be best if a trade did happen before training camp begins. But the key word to pay attention to in this article is cautiously, meaning that Carmelo Anthony's camp think it's going to happen, but they also don't want to get their hopes up, because this isn't the first time that Carmelo Anthony was supposed to be traded, was close to being traded. Back in July, reports came out saying that a Carmelo Anthony to the Houston Rockets trade was at the 2-yard line. That was back in July. We're more than halfway through September now, and the trade is still at the 2-yard line. So I'm guessing either the Rockets or the Knicks did exactly what the Seahawks did at the 2-yard line. They tried to pass it instead of running it. It was incomplete, and the whole thing just blew up in their face. So that's one reason why they're being cautious about this. And I mean, for the past couple of years, it seems Carmelo Anthony has always been supposed to be traded, either to the Cavaliers and now the Houston Rockets, but it almost never works out. So I can't blame them for being cautious about getting their hopes up. And I would be cautious if I were you guys too, because in hearing this, I'm like, all right, that could be cool that he might be traded this weekend, but I am also not getting my hopes up because this does happen so often. Charles Barkley absolutely ripped some, actually not even some, all of the players in the NBA yesterday for the NBA making an easier schedule to accommodate the players' needs. He talked about how the NBA is getting rid of a bunch of back-to-backs and did away completely with 4 games in 5 nights so the players could be more rested, which you can imagine some of the older generations of players having problems with, because they did it. They played the hard schedules, they played back-to-backs and 4 games in 5 nights throughout their entire career. So why is the NBA trying to make it easier for them all of a sudden? Why can't today's players do it too? I want to commend the NBA. These poor babies can't play back-to-back games making 30 to 40 million a year, but we want to make it convenient for them. At 40 million a year, we can't stress them out. Barkley has been known for speaking his mind like this for forever, it seems. And his stance on this one is no surprise at all. Like I said, Charles Barkley is an older generation player who played in the back-to-backs in the 4 games to 5 nights his entire career, so he expects players in today's NBA to do it too, especially players that are getting paid 10 times as much as he was back in the day. Around $30 to $40 million a year, you would expect them to go out every single night and play the game. But this is all just part of evolution of the game. Proven research has been coming out over the years showing how much stress and fatigue can weigh in on athletes and cause them to perform not as great, and also cause them to get injured. So the NBA is trying to put out the best product, and the players are tired and constantly getting injured on a nightly basis. They can't do that. So the best way to eliminate fatigue and stress is to space out the games a little more so the players aren't tired and won't get so easily injured. As a fan, I'm perfectly fine with this. I would rather watch 2 teams that are well rested than watch one team that's, pretty well rested and then another team that looks dead tired. And at the end of the day, I think it's just the older generation having a little bit of resentment for these new guys, since they are making like 10 times more money and also have an easier schedule to go along with it. And I can't even blame them. I would be a bit upset too if I were them. Not even gonna lie, I would be a bit salty. Kevin Durant has had a very unusual summer so far. With all the clapping back at fans and making headlines for the wrong reasons, it's been It's been bizarre. The KD we're seeing right now is an off-season KD that no one has ever seen before. Dude just doesn't care anymore. It's like we pushed him to the edge. I don't think any of his friends are dead, but we pushed him to the edge and he snapped. That being said, I have been very entertained by it. But it turns out that the Golden State Warriors organization has been a little less entertained and more just confused by all of this. Many in Golden State, team officials and players alike, have taken note of Durant's oddball offseason and are perplexed by it. They see a bright future for Durant in Oakland and are bewildered as to why he is still addressing the past. So basically they just said they have no idea why Kevin Durant is doing what Kevin Durant has been doing. He is a Warrior now, so why is he still talking about the Thunder, his old teammates, his old coach? And as an organization, I just don't think they're used to any of their players receiving this type of attention. Steph Curry, off the court, you rarely ever hear about him. He's not making headlines, he's not getting into drama. Klay Thompson, off the court, the only time you hear about him is when he is missing windmill dunks in China. Even Draymond Green, someone who I think a lot of fans would expect to get into some drama off the court, during the offseason, he keeps a very low profile. Kevin Durant, out of all people that be acting like this summer, I can imagine it would take them by surprise. It is confusing to see, but I just think this is the real Kevin Durant. I mean, before he was always worried about trying to be liked, he was always worried about what people saw him as, but now that almost everyone hates him, he's just like, you know what, forget it. I'ma just do me. They hate me already, so they can hate me even more. It doesn't even matter anymore. Like I said, I just don't think the dude cares anymore about what people think, which is why he's been acting like this. Speaking of Kevin Durant, one person who already hates him and now probably hates him even more is Enes Kanter. After Durant confirmed that it was him that released those comments on Twitter bashing the organization, bashing the players, bashing the coaches, Enes Kanter took to Twitter to stick up for the coaches, his teammates, and the entire organization. I don't care what anyone says, Oklahoma City Thunder is the best and most professional organization in the NBA and got the craziest fans. We win, we lose, but the most important thing is we stick together because we are one. And those cats, I call them family. That sounds like some sappy stuff straight out of a movie. That sounds like the movie where the coach gives that inspirational, moving halftime speech during the championship game when his team is down right before they have some type of miracle comeback in the second half. That's exactly what this reminded me of. But hey, I mean, at least Russell Westbrook liked it. And if you thought things were bad between KD and the Warriors this season when Kevin Durant went to visit Oklahoma City, I have a feeling it's about to be even worse next year, because last year Kevin Durant, of course, burned the bridge. However, this year, after these remarks, it's like he came back to the bridge's ashes and took a massive dump on them. And finally, some news for all of the Pistons fans out there. It seems that Reggie Jackson might be finally back to the old Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson might have finally recovered. For those of you that don't know, back in the summer of 2016, Reggie Jackson had knee surgery, which had caused him to miss the first month or two of the regular season. However, the Pistons really needed him during the regular season, so they rushed him back a bit even before he was 100% healthy. This caused him to play not so great. A lot of Pistons fans and fans in general weren't very happy with Reggie Jackson. I'm never gonna lie, I was one of those fans. However, it later came out that he was still suffering severe knee pain and wasn't at 100%, so they shut him down with around 15 games left to go in the regular season and gave him the regimen of just resting his knees this summer. However, now it seems that all the rest has paid off and that he is ready to go. With my knee, I'm feeling good. With the health of it, I'm feeling great. I just got to do the best I can to take care of it. The team is doing a great job of monitoring it. I have no setbacks. I'm on pace, which is to be ready by training camp. Yo, that's great news. Like I said, Reggie Jackson did get a lot of hate, left a bad taste in the mouth of a lot of fans this summer. However, if we remember back to the year before last year when the Pistons made the playoffs, Reggie Jackson was a huge reason for that. The dude was balling out. And like I said, of course, he got injured over the summer and both he and the Pistons had a down year. However, if he really is back to the old Reggie Jackson, that combined with the fact that the Pistons have upgraded their roster since then, should mean that the Detroit Pistons will be making another playoff run, looking to get back into the playoff picture this year. Despite what all of the doubters say, I'm looking at you, Lo. But that's it for the news today. Let me know what you guys think of all of this. Do you think that Carmelo Anthony will actually get traded by Monday? Why do you think Kevin Durant has been lashing out this summer? And what do you think about Charles Barkley's remarks? Let me know all of that down in the comment section below. But that's going to do it. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Don't forget to leave a like if you did, and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss a single upload, because I do upload NBA videos every single day. But until tomorrow, keep getting the buckets. Preseason starts in about a week. It's about to be lit. I'm out of here.